Hi, everyone. Thank you guys for joining in. We're going to give you guys like 2 or 3 more minutes just to get everything ready. Grab your notebooks and tell your team, and we'll be back with you shortly. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. First, I just want to say thank you to Amanda Siller, of course, on behalf of the Women's Empowerment Network for having me and Sarah come out and speak. I'm honored. And Sarah is absolutely amazing. She has some great information, so I'm really excited. The topic that I'm going to be speaking on is going to be on overcoming adversity. And it's kind of crazy. This was kind of last minute, and I didn't really know what I was going to share with you. I knew I wanted to talk about a personal story. I just didn't have one yet. And so I kind of did that thing where you throw it out in the universe, like, God help me, I need something to talk about. And it's crazy because you literally will get what you ask for. So the next day, it was a Sunday, and every Sunday we go hiking. And this hike was especially beautiful. It was perfect. The hike up was absolutely flawless. It was a super secluded and remote location. Beautiful lake, beautiful view. It was perfect. Hike down, not so much. We ended up getting lost. About like 5 miles in, we realized, this probably isn't where we should be. And from there, it just started getting worse, unfortunately. We hiked about 15 miles the opposite way. And, at that point, you're just like, oh my gosh, I just kept thinking, this is an adversity. This is something we have to get through, overcome. How am I going to make it home? Type of thing. I need to get home. So, can't let doubt sink in. I can't let it get to me. So basically all that started happening, and I just kept thinking, there's this quote that played in my head, and it goes, a bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn. And I kept saying it again and again and again, and it really helped. It had been like 4 hours later, we finally made it to this road, this public road that no one ever goes on. And there was a map, and the map kind of showed us where we were about like suited to be, and we just kept walking, and we got there, and it was great. And so when I think of that happening, I just think of it like, how can I relate that story to my business and everything that's happened? And you know, everyone goes through adversity. You can't sit there and say that you haven't. You know, everyone goes through them, whether it's on small scale or it happens, you know, every single day, multiple times a day. It just is gonna, and it's something that we need to learn to embrace. You know, it helps grow you. It builds your character. It's something that, you know, if it didn't happen, you wouldn't necessarily grow. So we need to learn to take it in and really cherish it for what it is. And there's 4 things that kind of help me with adversity. And one, it's going to be to have the right mindset. This is something I struggled with for a long time. I was always just thinking, like, what's bad? It doesn't happen to anyone else. And, you know, it does happen to people all the time. Some people just know how to use it to their advantage rather than letting it use them. I mean, if that makes any sense. So on that note, it's not what happens to you, but more how you respond to what happens to you. And then number 2, stop making excuses. Just stop. You know, whatever you tell your mind will be prophecy. So if you don't achieve your goals or your dreams, you know, it's only because you made that decision to have, you know, your excuses detain you. So no more excuses, just cut them off. You know what you have to do and do it. Just get through it. Have faith. I think faith is the beginning of everything. If you don't have faith, what are you doing? You know, you need faith. And then 4, don't take no for an answer. You know, just don't. It's okay. People say no anyways. It's a not yet. Just keep going. No matter what, keep going. And then 5, well, I added a 5th one. You know, let each setback inspire and motivate you to your next success. You can't see it as like an obstacle. I mean, it's an obstacle, but it's one that you need to overcome. Just because, let's say someone cancels on you. It happened to me a couple days ago. I was supposed to have a one-on-one with someone who told me she was extremely interested in the business. And I figured, well, of course, I'd love to talk to you. So, and first day, something came up. I said, not a problem. Let me know when you're available. She told me, and then don't take it personally. It's gonna happen. It's okay. It's all right. You know, just let that setback be a lesson and learn from it, and then move on and keep going. There's always more people. There's always more opportunity. It's fine. Everything's going to be okay in the end. And then a quote that I really, really like, it's adversity builds strength in your character, and it's a blessing. And every disappointment that you encounter is being engineered for your destiny. So if you keep that in mind, you just think like, this is happening to me because of who I'm going to be. It makes it that much easier to get through. And, you know, when people talk about adversity like it's easy to overcome, and it's sometimes it's not. It's something that you're going to have to work at, and you work at it every day until it's easier for you, and then you can then help other people do the same. It's something that I deal with and I'm still dealing with, and that's why I'm on really to speak up. Help me. So, you know, with that being said, I wish I had more to talk about. It's kind of short, but I'm so humbled by the experience, and I'm happy that I got to be able to share that with you guys. And next speaker is going to be Sarah O'Sullivan. This girl is absolutely amazing. She has some wonderful information for you guys, and I'm so happy that you get to tune in and hear it. So thank you guys for letting me talk at you.
Okay, thanks, Gianna. That was awesome. I know I got some really good notes from that. That was great information. So I'm going to go over your belief level and overall your mentality in this business. You guys have probably heard before, your business can only grow as much as your belief level. Belief, by definition, is an acceptance that a statement is true. It doesn't say an acceptance that a statement might be true. It doesn't say an acceptance that a statement is somewhat true. It says an acceptance that a statement is true. So the second you decide you're going to be diamond, you are a diamond leader. The second you make the decision to become presidential, you are a presidential leader. You need to start walking, talking, and most importantly, thinking like a presidential leader or whatever leader you're looking to be. Like Michael said the other day, network marketing is one big test. He posted about it a couple of days ago, and network marketing really just filters through the weak people and the strong people. It gives you all the tools to be strong and tells you how to do it, but your mind has to pass the test. Why do you guys think presidentials, ambassadors, and all the leading ranks get paid so freaking much? Because their mindset is as rich as their rank. How many times have you guys heard, Alex Klott, Michael Gudschmidt, Mikey, Guzzi, how many times have you guys heard them say something doubtful? How many times have you guys heard Brad Alkazan say something negative? They are the 3% within the 3%. People in VIMA, network marketing, and entrepreneurs in general call themselves the 3% mindset, which is great. But if you want to be big time, you have to be the 3% within the 3%. That's the test. And I fully believe that the Alliance will be the group of 3%ers within the 3%. So getting back to belief, if there was one thing I could point out that was huge for me at convention, it was the belief level and how it naturally spreads. Convention is where it became real for me. So surrounding yourself with people that believe in you and have no doubt in you or themselves causes your belief to raise in a really natural way. I didn't have one moment where it clicked that I would be big in this business. I went to convention and so many people had belief in where the Alliance is going and where they were going and where I was going that I just knew that we were going all the way to the top. So for me, I spent months of my life trying to convince myself that I would accomplish my goals. I would say at every home event and to every prospect that this was going to get huge here at Oregon or this was going to get huge here in Reno, but I never really knew if I believed it. And people could feel that. So my tips on raising your belief level is, like I said, surround yourself and connect with people that believe in you. This should be your team. And if your team is still small or if they're new, then connect with people in the Alliance. Message people, get numbers, have an accountability partner, and most importantly, talk to leaders. I've been sitting in this business, guys, for over 3 years, and I didn't even hit bronze until a week ago. And so much of this was because of my belief level and how low it was. You cannot get used to sitting in the same place. You have to find the urge to do better. You have to find the urge to rank advance. You have to want to grow as a person, and you have to have the desire to really grow your business. So a few days ago, I was on a call with Michael Gudschmidt. I hope I said his last name right. And here's what he told me about vision and belief. He said, let go of realistic. Let go of logic and little details and information. Wherever you picture yourself by the end of the RA, take it 2 steps further. For me, I was iffy about being a silver leader by the end of the RA. He said he had no doubt I would go gold. Those are the kind of people you should be surrounding yourself with, and those are the things that you should believe in your head. Presidentials did not get to presidential by setting reasonable goals. Royal ambassadors knew that they were going to the top. Some of them haven't even gotten as far as they want to. There are presidentials right now trying to be pinnacle. They aren't pinnacle yet, but they're way closer to pinnacle than if they had shot for platinum. There's a girl that Michael Sotero posted about the other day named Vale, and she went diamond in 1 week. 1 week she went diamond, and we're sitting here at bronze for 9 months. I'm not one to talk, guys. Like I said, for 3 years in this business, I was unranked with a huge vision, but no belief. The second I came back from convention, I had results along with a lot of other people too. And it is not coincidence that the people who came back from convention gained momentum less than a week after it was over. That's not coincidence. We had made the decision and we left convention knowing where we were going. So this is why it works. You know, how does belief actually cause your business to grow? How does something mental make your business grow? And I'm going to answer with something else that I learned at convention, is that people can feel your belief. They hear your words. This came from Alex Morin. They hear your words, but they can feel your attitude, your belief, and your conviction. 80% of our communication has nothing to do with words. 80%. People follow people who know where they are going. I, for one, would not join a team that has leaders who have any bit of doubt or negativity about where they're going. I want to follow the person that knows exactly where they are going and has no doubt that they will get there. So that's all I have for that topic. I wanted to bring up really fast. I kind of came up with 4 stages to becoming a network marketing leader. I just realized that there are certain stages in network marketing to becoming a leader. Network marketing is based on a system of duplication. And so in order to complete the process of duplication, you have to go through these 4 stages. Number 1 is knowing how to invite. Everyone should know stage 1. You should all be past stage 1. Knowing how to invite should come with quick training right when you sign up. So if you don't know the invite and you don't know the approach, then you need to go get with an upline or a mentor because your team is doing something wrong. Number 2 is knowing how to present. So flipbook, knowing your why statement, and being a speaker, not sitting in the background. If you guys have the same people speaking flipbook every single week at every home event, then that needs to change. Other people need to come up and you guys need to start stepping up. If your mentor is still teaching flipbook for you, then there's a problem. Even if you don't want to do the whole thing at one time, you know, take a couple slides next time and then take a couple more until you're able to do the whole thing. Number 3 is knowing how to teach others. Do you know how to teach the invite? Do you know what the approach is and how to teach that to other people? Do you know how to teach others flipbook, which really isn't complicated these days because the flipbook literally has everything you're supposed to say on the back of each slide. It writes it out for you word for word. But do you know how to teach others flipbook? And then 4th, this is really important, is teaching others to teach. This is the end of duplication, is teaching others how to teach. And really what that is just teaching others stages 1 through 3. So whatever stage you're on, I encourage you to move on and try the next one. If you don't have the flipbook down and your mentors are doing it, like I said, try it for yourself. The words are written on the back. If you haven't hosted a quick training, if you haven't gone through the launch sheet with your newest member, then do it with your next prospect that gets on the team. If you master these 4 stages, you will be a network marketing leader, and that completes the whole duplication process. So that's all I've really got for you guys. It was a pretty short call, but thanks again, Gianna. You did awesome, and I hope you guys have an awesome evening, Alliance. Peace out.